Hello, welcome to Kori's Question Box, the teen edition. So I'm glad you're here. Welcome to the channel. If this is the first time you're here, thank you for being here. If you've been here before, hey, thanks for coming back. This is awesome. So Kori's Question Box, teen edition. Here's what I do. I pick questions from my question box, random questions from my question box. These are questions that when I'm tutoring on the various platforms where I tutor, this is a great way for us to spark a conversation just to get it going. So here we go. We'll go question number one right off the bat. What's your favorite thing to do on the computer? What is your favorite thing to do on the computer? Okay, so my favorite thing to do on the computer. That's tough because I love learning new tools that are available on computers. So like I've used a tool called Doodly. I've used a tool called Takia. I've used another tool called Toonly to do animations. So I just like tools and things. But I also really like to watch mysteries and sci-fi. So I'll do that. At night sometimes I'll watch something after I've done everything else I need to do for the day. I'll go and do that. I do not play video games. I am not a gamer. Sorry. I know many of you are gamers and you like Among Us and Minecraft and Roblox. And if you've talked with me as a tutor on Cambly, you know my children like those things too. And I've tried to play Minecraft and it did not go well. In fact, my son laughed at me a lot when he saw what I did. But the other things I do on the computer all have to do with tools that I can use on the computer. All right, question number two. If you got a tattoo, what would you get and where would you put it? So if you got a tattoo, what would you get and where would you put it? This is easy for me. I would not get a tattoo. There's not even a question about would I get. No, I would not get a tattoo. But the reason I would not get a tattoo is because I can't decide what I would want on my body permanently because it is kind of permanent, right? It's hard to get a tattoo off. You can't rub it off. It's hard to get that off. So I just couldn't even decide what I would want to put on my body. But if I did get a tattoo, that tattoo would probably be like back here on my shoulder or something like that. I wouldn't put it on my arms. I would put it on my legs. I'd probably put it right back here is my guess. So that's the best I can do on that one. Question number three. Where would you like to live after you leave home? That's a great question. Where would you like to live after you leave home? So after I left home, I lived in Lincoln, Nebraska for a while. And then I moved to Miami, Florida for a while. I hated Miami, not going to lie. Hated it there. I lived in New York City for a while, lived in Denver for a while. I lived on the West Coast because I worked on the West Coast of the United States for a while. So I consider that I was living there. And it was just the nature of my job. So where would you like to live after you leave home? If I was going to move somewhere now and I stayed in the United States, I would move to the East Coast or I would move Northeast. I also would not be opposed to moving to, say, Canada for a little bit. I think that'd be fun. We spent quite a bit of time in Canada. And I also would love to live in another, in Europe or somewhere else over there for a while. So I really like traveling. But what about you? What do you think? So we're on question number 4. What is the best and worst thing about your place in the family birth order? What is the best and worst thing about your place in the family birth order? I'm one of 2. I have an older brother. So that makes me the baby. I'm the baby of the family. That usually was a good thing. I got a little spoiled, including by my brother. So, that wasn't too bad. But that also meant that I didn't always get to do the things I wanted to do because I was the youngest and I was the daughter. So there's that. but overall it was pretty good and I can't complain. So we're on question number 5, and it's the last question. Are you a spiritual person? So not religious, just spiritual. Are you a spiritual person? I would say kind of, sort of. I do enjoy meditation, guided meditation especially, or breathing types of meditation. I practiced yoga for a long time, and I will eventually get back to practicing yoga. I like vinyasa yoga. But what about you? Do you consider yourself to be a spiritual person? So those are the 5 questions from Kori's question box for teens. Feel free to leave your answers in the comment, and remember to subscribe. And you don't have to answer all the questions. 1, 2, all 5. It's up to you. See you later.